Well, gather round, y'all, let me tell you a tale about a man named Ron who's blazing the trail. They say Scott Hammer's the boss on the show, but Ron's the one driving, just so y'all know. Ron Miller, he's the one in charge. Cheering Hammer down like a big old barge. Scott, don't worry, it's all in fun. Ron's a real host when the race is run. Now Ron talks engines and he talks tires. Scott might be the match, but Ron's the fire. With his country charm and a wink in his eye, he's taking over and we all know why. Ron Miller, he's the one in charge. Cheering Hammer down like a big old barge. Scott, don't worry, it's all in fun. Ron's a real host when the race is run. When Ron hits the mic, the crowd's on their feet. Scott's in the pit, they're just trying to compete. It's all good nature, just a country jest. But when it comes to poaching, then the Ron's the best.
Racing Report. And now your hosts, Scott Hammer and Ron Miller.
Welcome, race fans, to the Hammer Down Racing Report, part of the Evergreen Podcast Network, show number 363. Ooh, you think we can figure this out after doing it 363 times? This one's for Thursday, January 23rd. Scott Hammer, Ron Miller coming at you live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch from the Dominator Race Products Studio. Tonight on the show, we will be speaking with Palmyra Box Stock Light Champion Karen Vanpelt, and got a youngster.
Really?
That's going straight from go-karts, making the leap to 410 sprint car racing.
Wow.
13 years old, Matt Meggitt. We'll be talking to him, and I talked to his dad earlier this week. His dad's pretty excited and pretty confident in what this kid can do. So,
where's he going to be racing?
Wayne County, as a matter of fact. There's some age issues with some of the other tracks a little closer because he's from the Clyde area.
Oh, wow.
So we can we'll discuss all that stuff as well. So stick around for that. In the meantime, if you'd like to win a Hammer Down Racing Report window sticker, one of these guys right here. Oh, by the way, do you know what this guy's name is? Here, let me let's double click so here. This guy. You know what this guy?
The guy with
in the logo?
Yeah.
He's got a name.
Really?
Does anybody know his name? I wonder if anybody actually knows his. I don't know that I've told many people what his name is.
Well, I don't know. You never
I've
told
never
me.
Told you. Do you want to know?
363 shows. And
do you want to know his name?
Well, yes.
All right. We won't make it into a
trivia question.
Yeah. It may be a trivia question for the future. How's that? This little guy here, his name is Chaos.
Chaos?
Yeah, Chaos. Chaos. Chaos.
I didn't know if it was...
Not Captain Chaos, just Chaos.
I didn't know if it was with a CH or a K.
No, we're spelling it the right way. That's okay. Chaos right there in the logo, Hammer Down Racing Report logo. So you can win one of these logos with Chaos right there, just by putting in hashtag DCR in the comments of our Facebook Live or the YouTube Live. And if you don't win one of these stickers, you can always get one from DCR Graphics. Give Dale a call, and he'll sell you one for, well, last I knew they were going for $5.
Including postage.
Including postage. So I don't know if that's been inflated yet for this year or not, but slap one on your race car if you have one. You can be part of the Hammer Down Racing Report. Go-kart, whatever. Racing boat. I don't care. Yeah. Whatever. As long as you give us the results, we'll report it the next week. So we're taking enlistments now for the 2025 Hammer Down.
Right, you have to re-up because just because you were there last year doesn't mean you'll be there this year.
Yep, just need to slap a picture or slap the sticker on your car and give us a picture, tag us a picture on Facebook, whatever, just somehow that we get it, and then we'll add you to the 2025.
What if somebody
Hammer
wants to
Down
copy
Racing
our
Army.
logo and doesn't use the sticker? Could they make it bigger and still enlist?
Possibly. Yes.
Maybe.
I would be okay with that as long as they got permission ahead of time.
I understand.
There you go. And alteration of the, brands get pretty particular about messing with their logo. If you alter it a little, they kind of get upset. So we can discuss that if that's something you're interested in. Anywho, hashtag DCR to win that sticker. We'll do that drawing at the end of the night. Are you a racer or fan looking to capture every thrilling moment on the track? Look no further than Freeze Frame Photos, your go-to for all your racing photo needs, whether it's heart-pounding action shots or those unforgettable victory lane moments. Freeze Frame Photos has you covered, but that's not all. They offer a fantastic range of custom gifts to commemorate your favorite racers, including print magnets, canned koozies, tumblers, wood plaques, custom slate photos, wind spinners, and buttons, just to name a few. If you want to add a personal touch, no problem. Freeze Frame Photos can customize any photo or gift item with your own text and graphics.
Heart-pounding action
You like
photos.
They're incredible. You look at them, you're like, whoa!
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. Call Charlie today, 419-407-6994, and let Freeze Frame Photos turn your favorite memories into timeless treasures. Freeze Frame Photos, special moments frozen in time. I got my calendars from Charlie the other day.
Ooh,
so
cool.
Gave one to one of my sponsors.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's
Eli
cool.
put it up on his wall this morning.
Ooh.
So there you go. Cool stuff there. Looking to conquer the dirt track? Ty Torg Racing is your one-stop shop. They are your dirt oval authority, carrying all of the top brands and racing parts and equipment. From Hoosier tires to all the latest in chassis and engine components, they've got you covered. If you need expert advice, their knowledgeable staff is ready to help you find the right parts for your race car and your budget. Call Ty Torg Racing at 740-391-9990. Or you can get a hold of Dean at 419-307-2231. Visit TyTorgRacing.com. Ty Torg Racing, your dirt oval authority.
Wow.
Yeah. Gotta like that. Also got to mention Oakshade Raceway, Dominator Race Products, Ron Miller Race Cars, Victory Fuel, and Magic Moment Entertainment, other sponsors of the show. Before we get to our guest tonight, we got a little bit of racing action from last weekend to talk about in our racing roundup, which is, I think...
Racing Roundup.
I guessed right.
Well, I guess we're ready.
Okay. Chili Bowl Nationals, SageNet Center there in Tulsa last week. Left off on Thursday from our last show. Tanner Thorson getting the win last Thursday night. Friday night it was Logan Seavey in the midgets. And the main event, did you watch the main event Saturday night?
I watched some of it and definitely saw the victory donuts.
Okay, yeah. Kyle Larson getting it done. What was that, third victory in Chili Bowl Nationals?
I thought it was fourth, but I could be wrong. I'm sure producer Dave will let us know.
So either way, Kyle Larson all but wrecked twice in that and still maintained the lead.
Running in the rough.
And over a car that spun in front of him.
Right through the character.
Yeah, he was, and doing a pretty good job. So Kyle Larson proving that he is one of, if not the world's best driver at the moment.
Yeah, definitely right now. No question about it.
Okay. Other notes from the Chili Bowl Nationals, Buddy Kofoid finished sixth in the A-Main. He moved up quite a few spots.
Right.
In that A-Main. Cap Henry finished 20th in his C-Main, and Darren Nida finished 11th in the H-Main. Long day of racing.
Yeah.
A lot of alphabet soup there. High-Tech Toowoomba Speedway on Saturday. Money in the Bank Champion Series, round number 3. Joel Berkeley picking up the win in the production sedans. Stuart Jeffries in the wingless sprints. Bruce Marshall and AMCA's Jack Bouchard in the mod lights. Travis Hutchinson in the first street stock feature. Two street stock features. Second feature went to Matt Nelson and Jeff Dons winning in the junior sedans all Saturday night at High-Tech Toowoomba Speedway. Manjimup Speedway, is that a town?
Yes.
Okay. I like the name of that. Where are you from? Mange 'em up.
Manage 'em up.
Saturday night Street Stock Stampede. Jack Favero winning in the Street Stocks there. Sam McCauley, your modified sedans winner. Michael Clark winning in the production stocks. And Wayne Bingham, your Supermod winner. Bunbury Speedway on Saturday. Western Australia Sprint Car Speed Week. Won by Kerry Madsen. Picking up
What a surprise.
Yeah, this sprint car win there. Cody Turrecchio, your Formula 500 winner. Leah Heaps picking up the win in the Junior Formula 500s at Bunbury. Sydney International Speedway. We don't talk about that one very much. Have you been there?
I don't think I've been there.
That's the other coast, right?
Right. That's the East Coast.
Yeah. Friday and Saturday night, sprint car action. Cole Macedo
Ooh,
winning both nights there.
that's pretty impressive.
Getting it done down under. Premier Speedway on Sunday. Cole Macedo again, another win. So 3 nights, 3 wins for Cole Macedo in his sprint car there. Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series action, the Super Bowl of racing going on at Golden Isle Speedway. Friday night, Tyler Bruning picking up the win. Saturday got canceled due to rain, and Sunday canceled due to wet ground. So
Yeah.
a lot of that event washed out. Officials are working on a rescheduled date for that. And unfortunately, spoiler alert for a little bit later, tonight's World of Outlaw show has been washed out at Volusia.
Ooh.
So still on for tomorrow and Saturday.
There's a lot of weather going on down south, Scott.
Yes, there is. All right, moving on. We should have Karen Vanpelt should be joining us shortly. And as soon as she connects, we'll get her on. In the meantime, got to mention Dominator Race Products. Elevate your racing performance with Dominator Race Products. Is that your phone making noise?
I don't know.
You're confusing me.
It just chirped. But
Dominator Race Products, the premier choice in high-quality, durable race car components. From innovative nose pieces and valances to robust fenders and spoilers, their products are engineered to enhance your vehicle's aerodynamics and durability on the track. Trusted by racers nationwide, Dominator Race Products delivers the reliability and performance you need to dominate the competition. Visit DominatorRaceProducts.com today to explore their extensive range of products.
expensive or extensive?
Extensive.
Okay.
With a T.
Yeah, I knew that's what you meant. I just wasn't sure that's what you said. Yeah. Kyle Larson has won 3 chili bowls.
Okay.
Thank you, producer Dave.
Thank you, Dave. Now I lost where I was.
Back to Dominator.
Yeah, your extensive range of products. I'm going to have to change that now because you're going to say that every time.
Yeah,
to take your racing to the next level. Dominator Race Products also available from local reputable race shops such as Ron Miller Race Cars.
Yeah, they are not expensive. If you compare
Extensive.
them to their competition, they are very price competitive.
Did you get the updated price list
From
Dominator?
No, I didn't.
Oh. Well, then
Maybe I need to look in my spam folder.
you might. We updated some prices on TireHardware.com.
Oh, okay.
Shameless plug there. But with that, you have to pay for shipping. With Ron, you can just get it directly.
That's it.
All right. Get ready, race fans. The 2025 Oakshade Raceway season kicks off on Saturday, April 26th with the DCR Graphics Sportsman, Dominator Superstocks, and the Compacts. Second week of action will be Saturday, May 3rd with a full show with the addition of late models to the previously 3 mentioned classes.
Right. That's the first Saturday in May,
Correct.
as always.
Also, another date that I didn't have from last week. I've got 4 dates so far for the calendar. As they're still working on their schedule.
So
they tell me it should be out by the end of this month.
1 week at a time. And
Which is impressive. If they
really close.
If we see it before the end of January, I will be impressed, but they said they're working on it. The Barney Oldfield race is going to be on Saturday, June 14th. And, of course, make sure to mark your calendars for one of the most electrifying nights of the year, the annual birthday race featuring the UMP Dirt Car Summer Nationals and American Late Model Ironman Series, a co-sanctioned event there, along with the Summit Racing Modifieds. That'll be Saturday, July 12th. Stay in the loop with all the high-octane action. Visit OakShadeRaceway.com. Make sure to follow them on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and or TikTok for the latest updates. Oakshade Raceway, we're the fastest. Meet to race.
Who came up with that?
With what?
Where the fastest meet to race.
Chrissy, maybe? You?
No.
I don't know. Do you know?
A former announcer. LJ.
Larry Jewett came up with that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did he come up with the way it's spelled?
I don't know.
Because I found this out when I first started there. Very particular in how
don't mess with
where those two words, just the first letters capitalized. Fastest, every letter has to be capitalized. Me Too race, those are just the first letter of each word.
Really?
Important.
Things inquiring minds need to know.
How about we get to our first guest here?
You got it.
Let's bring Karen on. Karen, how's it going? Uh-oh. I think you're muted. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Now we got you.
What? Absolutely.
Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Karen, congratulations on winning the Box Stock Light Championship there at Palmyra. And I know you've kind of been talking to us back and forth throughout the years, wanting to come on. You're like, what do I need to do to get on? And I said, well, win a race or something like that. I'm having problems trying to get the damn cameras right here. So was that the motivation to win the championship, to be on the show?
A little bit, yeah.
Scott, that should be
we got motivation.
That should be everybody's motivation to be on our show.
Well,
it took me 7 years to get this championship.
Congratulations on perseverance.
That's what I wanted to ask. What is your background in racing? How long you been racing, and has it just been in go-karts?
My dad raced down to Oakshade. My brother used to race down there. My nephew, cousins. So racing's in my history. We went over and watched go-karts one year, and my son said that, hey, Mom, I want to race go-karts. So we did, and then I said, well, I want to try it too. So 7 years later, here I am.
So were you the first night in the go-kart, you were hooked?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The speed, the thrill, the adrenaline, the rush.
And you like the new track?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I didn't like the wall, though.
It scared you?
No, I flipped it this year.
Don't do that.
I know.
Isn't the wall tires?
No.
No, not anymore.
He's actually got a real wall now?
Oh,
It's been a few years since I've been up there, and I know
It was wood, like a wood fence wall.
Okay. You need to tell Mr. Bailey he needs to get some soft wall technology up there.
Oh, no, it's all different now. There's like a cushion that you go over. If you go, the wall's not there, so you're going to go over a bank. And then there's tires at a chain link fence. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot better.
All right.
Okay, so a chain link fence will just shred you.
Well, as long as you don't get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Because you have
You're gonna go up.
You have a little bit more time coming out of turn 2, into the straightaway. If you're going to go down the bank, you have more time to stop.
Racers tend to do things in a spectacular fashion. So if there's a chain link fence, they'll figure out how to get there.
Is that why they took the wall away from the corners at Oakshade? So we have that runoff?
Well, they just kept banking the track up higher and higher. And
are the walls underneath the dirt?
I'm not sure, Scott.
Sorry, we got off on track.
I think they're gone, but the walls were only a couple of feet high, and it was real easy to clear them.
I gotcha. All right. So why go-karts?
I tried compacts at Oakshade. I didn't like being strapped in.
Really?
I couldn't get out when I wanted out.
Okay.
And go-karts, I can get out when I want out.
Yeah, there's no you don't wear any belts or anything.
Personally, I like seat belts and roll cages.
Well,
no, I was claustrophobic.
Okay, that's fair.
Well, okay, we'll give you that one.
I'd be a little.
I didn't like it.
Would you would you run a midget or a sprint car?
No, I'll stick to my.
Okay, fair enough. All right, we'll stop on it. So what? You're the box stock light champion. How many classes is John running out there now?
Let's see. We got the little pups, the juniors, the seniors, the box stock lights, the box stock heavies and the opens. And then this year he's doing like a little mini sprint division. Oh, and they got the clones.
Okay, so what? I'm not. I know a little bit about go-karts and everything, but what exactly does it mean by box stock?
Box stock is just a 212 Predator motor from Harbor Freight.
Okay.
You can't do nothing to it other than take the gas tank off and put a top plate on. And other than that, you cannot do nothing.
Okay.
Do you have to run a muffler, or can you run?
You have to, the muffler and everything that's on that motor, you have to leave alone.
Okay.
Take it off. You can't do nothing to it at all, other than take the gas tank off if you want to put a gas tank between your legs.
See, I don't think I'd like that.
Come on, Scott.
Just
that could be exciting.
Where's your gas tank at?
Between my legs.
Oh my goodness. No belts and a gas tank between your legs.
Yep, it's right in front of my steering column.
Okay. So what's you said you flipped over. Was that your worst accident you've had in the go-kart?
No.
What's the worst thing that's happened to you in the go-kart?
I got knocked out and I had an ambulance ride out. They thought I broke my back.
Holy cow, what happened?
Went into the wall backwards.
Was that coming off of turn 2?
Yes.
I think I was there that night.
Were you?
Yeah.
Yep. I was the first ambulance ride out of there.
Well, congratulations on that.
Right?
Did you get a plaque or anything?
No.
No. Okay.
It didn't stop me being 50 years old out there racing with them guys. I still go out there and fight. And
now, what's the age of the? I know there's a lot of kids in the little pups in the class you run in. Is there like an average age, or are they just kind of all over?
16 and up.
16. Okay. So are there younger drivers you run in against too? And
oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Anybody older?
I'm the oldest in my
You're
group.
the oldest. Okay.
Yep.
So you're showing the youngsters how to get it done. Ron likes this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you race at Palmyra Speedway. Tell us a little bit about Palmyra for some of our listeners who aren't familiar with it. I've been up there a few times. A cool little track. Like I said, it's been several years, and he had just built the dirt track, and it's changed so much, I guess, since the last time I was there.
Oh yeah. I mean, John has done remarkable things to that track. He's made it, safer as much as he can make it safe for us drivers. I mean, we have the best that's there. I've raced against some of the best drivers.
Okay. What do you like most about running the go-karts there?
The speed and the thrill.
Have you had a chance to run on the road course yet?
No. I've drove my go-kart down the road and I didn't like it because it was so squirrely. I'll stick to dirt.
Okay.
So this was your first championship there then?
Yes.
In 7 years. Okay.
Yep.
Going for it again in 25?
Correct.
Very good.
And I mean, is this something I'm assuming you do as a hobby? Is this something that you foresee doing for many years down the road?
I'm going to keep doing it as long as I can do it.
As long as it's still fun, as Ron would always say.
That's it.
I just had a total hip replacement December 23rd. And I told my doctor, I said, I got to be ready to go by May because I'm racing. He says, well, what if you're not healed up by then? I'm still going.
Your doctor must love you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, just don't tell him. He doesn't have to know everything, right?
That's it.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
It's a family thing. See, because this year I raced against my brother. And this year was the best year that I had because I was racing against my brother.
Did you guys, did either of you cut the other one any slack?
No. Once it don't matter if you're family. I don't care if you're my son, my father. I don't care who you are. We're not friends.
I can relate.
She's ruthless.
I can relate to that.
Wow. So are you going to run the same class then? Any plans to move up or
any thoughts of going to the open class?
Yeah.
I ran open before and I didn't like it.
Okay.
I'm not coordinated to get on the gas, off the gas, on the gas, off the gas. Where the box stock, I can flat foot it.
So you found your niche.
Right.
So how much in that class, how much of it is driver and how much of it is the kart?
I'm going to say probably about 75 to 80% of the kart, and the rest is driver.
So the kart does most of the work then.
Well, you got to have the good tires. You got to have the setup. If you ain't got the tires and the setup, you don't have nothing.
So do you share your setup with anybody else, or
No.
where did you get the setup from? Just years of
No. I got a lot of advice from Steve Rowe, Don Pardon, my kids, other drivers that's there. I just asked them, Andrea Weaver.
She's a good one.
Yep.
I got a lot of advice, from all of them.
Now, one thing that's different with go-kart racing from stock car racing, and I don't know if that applies to you, but you do tire prep, don't you?
Yes.
A lot of.
And you prep them.
So what's all involved in that?
You use just get a grinder, a sand that's got a sander on them, and you just grind your tires, and then you get some prep. People use different prep. I mean, Andrea Weaver makes it, so it's all on your preference what you want to use.
And do you keep that close to your vest, whatever tire prep that you use on that?
What tire prep I am using now, I got it from a driver, and so that is a little bit of a secret.
Obviously, it works, Scott.
Yeah. Can you say what driver it came from?
Don Pardon.
Oh, okay.
There you go. So everybody's going to be
That's
going to
Steve
him.
That's Steve Rowe's son-in-law, right?
Correct.
Nice. So how many?
I pit right next to Steve Rowe and Don Pardon.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
So, I since I didn't hear that you got any wins this past year, and you're part of the Hammer Down Army, but you must have been very consistent. I know you had at least a few second place finishes.
I got all seconds and thirds. I got a couple fifths. I got a couple sixths, but yeah, just like maybe a half a kart length to a kart length away from getting first.
Again,
Really?
if some of our listeners want to know, where is Palmyra Speedway and when do they race?
We are starting, I think, the end of April for test and tune, but our first race will be the first week of May.
And they
Okay.
run Friday nights?
Correct.
Right. And Palmyra is up there in Michigan off of 223 between Adrian and
Palmyra.
Blissfield and Adrian.
Blissfield and Adrian. Okay.
Yep. And racing starts at 6 o'clock. Hot laps start at 6. Racing starts at 7.
Perry Cox has some bootleg tire prep if anyone wants to give the dark side a try.
Right.
Oh, Perry's son, he's going to be.
He has become a good driver.
Yeah.
He has come a very long ways.
Are you worried if he gets up to the box stock lights?
Nope.
Because you're just going to be ruthless and.
It's just more of a challenge. It's more of a challenge to race them young drivers.
Now, the box stock light and box stock heavy, there's a difference in the weight, or how do they determine that?
Yeah, box stock lights are 350. That's you and the cart have to weigh 325. So you and the cart have to weigh 325 pounds.
Okay, and heavy is
It's 375. And I ran heavies. I ran against Steve Rowe and Don Pardon.
And how'd you do?
What? They are some good drivers.
I've watched Steve, and he just doesn't make any mistakes. He's so nice and smooth with his hands.
So is Don Pardon.
Yeah.
So what sponsors do you have that help you out, or crew members, or anything else you want to thank?
My sponsor is Leo Meadow and Pallet in Clayton, Michigan. And then the people that's helped me is my brother, Donnie Paul Gearing, my son, Timothy Vanpelt, Steve Rowe and Don Pardon, and Chad Stallsworth, the flag guy there. He would give me pep talks. Because if it wasn't for them pep talks, I probably couldn't tell what I got.
So are you the first female winner or champion at Palmyra?
No, there was a young lady that won it, I think, 2 years ago.
Same class or a different class?
No, the same class.
Same class. Okay. Very cool.
Yep.
So next year you're going for 2 championships in a row.
I'm going to try.
Awesome.
I'm going to give it all I got.
So what do you do during the off season? I mean, I know a lot of racers take their cars apart. Do you take the kart apart?
Yeah, it's all tore apart, and then we'll re-bearing it and put new chain and, go through all that. But the off season, I go to the rodeo and watch my grandkids and my son ride. They do their barrel racing with their horses and stuff at 3 Bar B Rodeo.
Oh, wow.
And then they come watch you race during the summer?
My granddaughter, my 4-year-old granddaughter is going to be racing this year.
Oh.
In the young pups?
Yes.
Little pups.
Little pups, yep.
So how many karts do you have then in the family?
Let's see. I have one. My oldest son has one. My youngest son has one. And my granddaughter has one now.
And who's the, out of all those, who's the best?
Probably me and my son.
I see it. That's always pointy.
My daughter-in-law over here.
Karen Vanpelt is the best. So, well, congratulations on a heck of a year, and good
Do
luck.
it again.
Yeah, good luck next year. Get a win, and we'll get you on again next year.
I'm gonna try, you guys. I'm gonna try.
All right.
I
Cool.
appreciate it, though.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Thanks, Karen.
Yep, bye-bye.
We'll see you. Bye. There you go. Karen Vanpelt, the box stock light champion there at Palmyra Speedway, running in the go-karts. Yeah. And coming up in just a little bit, we have another go-kart racer. It was a little bit younger than Karen, just by a few decades maybe. And he's going to be making the leap up to...
And he doesn't have a problem with
Springs.
seat belts, huh?
I guess not. We'll find out. Stick around for that. Matt Meggitt will be joining us here momentarily. It looks like he's standing by in the green room, so we'll get to him in just a couple. First, got to mention Magic Moment Entertainment. If you're planning your dream wedding or special event, make it unforgettable with Magic Moment Entertainment. Mention the Hammer Down Racing Report when you book your DJ service, and you will get $100 off that service.
That's an amazing discount.
That is. We're worth $100.
Yeah.
And motivation to win a championship.
Right.
We're very beneficial to
Yeah.
people, apparently. With over 30 years of experience, Ron Burt will make sure your event is absolutely perfect. Magic Moment handles everything from contracts to full liability insurance, giving you peace of mind, plus no hidden fees, no charges for mileage or dance floor lighting, ever. He serves the entire states of Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, and Kentucky. Magic Moment specializes in wedding receptions, but also excels in corporate events and mitzvahs. They take pride in working closely with couples and clients to create magical moments tailored just for you. Call 419-594-2261 or find Magic Moment Entertainment on Facebook under Magic Moment Entertainment or Ohio Sports Blitz. Now booking for June and beyond, and from what I hear, those dates are filling up pretty quick.
It's
We get lots of
closing.
business from us, I'm sure. We're beneficial to Ron, too.
Absolutely.
So give him a call. Again, it's 419-594-2261. Make your event extraordinary with Magic Moment Entertainment. And Ron Miller Race Cars, your one-stop racing headquarters, located in Lambertville, Michigan. Ron Miller Race Cars has everything you need to keep your racing dreams on track. From custom race cars to parts, safety equipment, service, and even American Racer tires. If it's for racing, Ron has it, or he can get it. Give him a call today after the show, 734-856-7223, and let Ron help you gear up for victory. Ron Miller Race Cars, fueling racers one lap at a time.
That's so impressive, Scott.
Thank you. I wrote that all myself. I still need your seamstress number so I can get my zipper fixed on my fire suit.
Okay.
Sometime before the season.
All
I
right.
keep forgetting. Thank you. See, and Ron also does free advice. So, well, I don't know. Maybe that's just for me.
I'm usually pretty open.
You're
there.
usually
Yeah.
pretty open. Okay. Can you give suggestions on go karts,
Yeah, go see somebody
like
that
setups
knows.
or something?
Yeah.
No, okay. Apparently, Don, is that who it was that is the person that asked?
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Let's bring
Steve Rowe, yeah.
Steve Rowe. Yeah, he's definitely a good one. Let's bring our other guests on here. Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey.
Not too bad. How you guys doing today?
Good.
Wonderful.
You guys can hear us. Okay, good. Gonna make you bigger there. So we got Matt Meggitt there. He's the racer and Father Josh.
Yes.
So first off, I guess I want to ask Matt here. He's been running go-karts, and he's been doing it since what age?
3.
3. Okay. Do you remember your first win?
No.
Nah. Okay. Do you remember your first race?
Yeah. I was at Sandusky Speedway.
You remember when you were 3?
Yeah.
I guess for you, that's what, 10 years ago?
Yeah. Long time ago.
Okay. So
Oh, we're going for remedial math now.
So how many years then you've been racing go-karts for what? 10 years, I guess, is kind of what our math is looking at, right?
Yeah.
And how many wins have you racked up over those 10 years?
A lot. I don't even know.
You lost count?
Yeah.
That's good when
Yeah.
you don't have to count anymore.
Or he never bothered to count.
Yeah. So I'm guessing it's more than how many fingers you have on both hands, right?
Most definitely.
Okay. Did most of those wins come kind of more recently, or earlier, or were they kind of evenly spread out?
Most of them were like 8 to right now. But
8 to right now.
there was
Okay.
a couple before that.
So about the last 5 years, you've really come into your own.
Yeah.
Awesome. What would you say has been your biggest win so far?
At Fremont Speedway, the PJ Memorial, I got first in the green pro. That was a big win for me.
Now, do you get any money for these wins? And if so, do you
Yeah.
get to keep it, or does Dad keep it?
That one I got 600, but I only kept
Ooh.
100.
What the heck, man? You're winning way more than me. Wow.
Other big ones than that, too.
I won another
Yeah.
big one at OKCS Summer Sizzler in Waynesfield. I got 500 for that.
Wow. But you don't do it for the money, though. You do it for the fun, the love of the sport, right?
Yeah. It's
Now,
real
what do you consider your home track?
fun. Either Fremont or Sandusky. Or Martinsville.
Gotcha. And the go-kart tracks we're talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and now this year, I guess, last year was your last year in go-karts. Are you still going to be running go-karts at all this year?
No, not really.
You're just going to be you're making the jump to a 410 sprint car, focusing all your efforts on that this year, correct?
Yeah.
So what was behind the decision to go straight from go-karts to 410 sprint car racing?
I really had no choice. It was my dad.
But are you against this decision?
Oh no, I like it. I've
Okay.
grown up around him all my life.
Have you run any laps at all? Practice laps or
No,
anything like that?
no, I only started it up once.
Do you have your own sprint car yet?
Yeah, I've 3 in the shop, 2 more coming.
Okay.
You're going to have 5 sprint cars?
Yeah, just in case if I flip.
4 times, so you still have 1 left?
Yep.
Usually you only use up the top wing, so don't get too spectacular on us.
Wow. So what number do you run?
27.
27. Is that going to be on your sprint car then?
Yeah.
So how excited are you for your first sprint car race in competition?
I'm real excited. I can't wait.
And that first race is going to be at Waynesfield
Wayne County.
or Wayne County. I'm sorry.
Wayne County.
So, and I know there was some talk, because you are kind of young, when I was talking to your dad on Monday, either you or your dad want to chime in on this. What was behind the decision to race at Wayne County as opposed to a little closer to home there in Clyde?
Well, with his age, a couple Attica and Fremont would not let him run a 410. They would only let him run a 305 at 14 years old. And I watch too many drivers that come from 410 or 305s try to make the jump to 410s struggle. And I just feel I want to start him right in a 410 and not learn bad habits and try to get him to advance further and faster than coming from a 305 to a 410.
Now, is
And
there?
Wayne County will let us run him at 13 years old. So that's where we have a choice to go this year. So I'm going to support them as long as I can in the 410 racing, and then hopefully race there every week until he wants to start traveling around and racing other tracks.
So once he's proven himself at Wayne County, is there any chance that some of the other tracks will say, okay, we know he's capable, he can race with us now? Or are they pretty much dead set on a specific age?
I think they're pretty much dead set on a specific age. I did reach out to Butler and spoke with Butler up there in Michigan. At 14 years old, he can run any division up there. They don't care as long as he's 14. That's really, I didn't reach out to a lot of tracks because I want to make sure he proves himself first to me and other people before I want to get him out bigger.
I don't know. My son was 16 3 years in a row before they
Crazy how that happens.
before they finally found out that he was 16.
I know a lot of drivers that's racing now that was, most of them were 13 for, they were actually 13 or 12 and, for so many years, but, they got away with it. But, there's too many people at some of these tracks that know my kids too good and they know their age. So it's kind of hard to get away with that.
I understand.
So Matt, what's going to be the biggest adjustment, do you think, coming from the go-karts and getting into a 410 sprint car?
To me, it's probably gonna be the speed the most.
Speed and car rolling.
And the car rolling. I have to get my mindset when it starts to roll, get on the gas.
And your dad's, I'm guessing, a pretty good coach, has been coaching you here before you get into that 410, right?
Yeah.
I've owned race cars for years, many years. So I got a huge background with sprint cars, and I just want to, like I said, I just want to get him going, and hopefully he can go somewhere someday, and that's my whole goal.
How does Mom feel about Matt getting into a 410 sprint car?
He's not too happy about it, but I tell her, you're safer in that race car than you are driving down the road.
Well,
and probably safer than in a go-kart.
Yeah, we were talking to Karen, she doesn't like being strapped in. She's a little claustrophobic. What about you, Matt? Are you okay with getting all strapped in?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay, all right. Well, and you got a big wing.
He'll probably be fine till he takes a good flip and the wing's all wrapped around the car and he can't get out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that wing's there to absorb some of that impact, though, too.
Yes,
so
it is, and it helps.
Kind of helped. Yeah. So, speaking of the car, well, you said you have some more on the way, but is the car you're going to start out with, is that ready to go yet, or do you guys still have a lot of work to do?
No, we bought some brand new Triple X's just because of the cost of the chassis and the cost to repair chassis these days. I just feel it's cheaper, and not really cheaper, more of an economical way to get him going to where if we tear cars up, I can replace a frame for $2,300, versus paying $1,400, $1,500, $1,600 to get it repaired. You might as well just buy a new one and be done with it instead of, fighting headaches after you got to get it repaired.
And the Triple X chassis have been proving themselves to be very good cars.
The last few years, they have come on very good. When they first were introduced in the area, me and Brian Sabito ran a Triple X car for Shirley one year in the 305 division, and we won every race at Attica Speedway except 2 races, and we crashed leading them.
So how much?
They're proven cars.
How much? How hands-on as far as the mechanics and getting the car ready to go are you, Matt?
What?
How good are you at working on race
Oh,
cars?
I'm really good at working on race cars. I know how to put all. I know where all the pieces go
You know where all the
and
pieces
stuff
go.
like that.
Okay. So
He's been around cars long enough. He can put one together by himself.
gotcha. And so
Well, that's important.
does Dad make you work on the car then, getting it ready here?
Yeah, he makes me work more than him.
Oh, well, that's good
Right.
because you're going to be driving it.
That's what I had to do when I was young.
It looks like there's a size difference, Matt. But would you let your dad run some practice laps, or is it your car?
What was that?
He might crash it.
He might crash it.
Have you done any racing?
Me?
Yes.
I drove myself when I was 16, 96 to 2000. And then I had an injury and I quit racing for a year. Then I owned a car from '01 to, I don't know, I think it was around 14 or 15 when Paige Polyak destroyed my car at Fremont
Oops.
on a non-wing night. That was my last race as a car owner.
So most of your racing was Fremont, Attica,
Yes. Yes.
and those are tough places.
You know, I don't care what anybody says. Attica and Fremont is some of the toughest racing in the area. I don't care if it's 305 or 410. It's tough racing.
Yep.
So you guys are preparing for a season at Wayne County. Have you gotten any feedback from any other drivers that you'll be competing against this year?
No, we have not really reached out to too many people.
Okay.
We was Gary Griff did some work on another motor for me for one of my forklifts, and he told me I was making a smart decision by going 410 racing versus 305. You know, and Gary really supports what I'm doing. Like I said, I really haven't talked to a lot of people. I've talked to a few people in the area. You know, they wish me luck and they support what I'm doing. But some people think I should put him in 305 first. But like I said, I'm going with my theory where I want him to go somewhere someday, and I'm hoping I don't want him to learn bad habits in a 305 to a 410.
So what would you say to other drivers or anyone else who says that Matt is too young to get behind the wheel of a 410?
You know, you go out west, go out to Indiana. You know, there's young kids, 11, 12, 13 years old, driving sprint cars every day. You know, that Cole, can't think of his name right now. Mine just went blank. But Matt raced go-karts with him. He was just out to Tulsa running Hutchinson.
Oh,
A Hutchinson kid. His dad owns, I think, Classic Ink T-shirts in Pennsylvania. You know, they was at Chili Bowl. They was very successful. But over the summer, he ran a full-size sprint car, and he's Matt's age at 13. I think he was running at 358 series or something out in Indiana.
Sure.
I don't know what that series is, but um, I I just feel, you know, like I said, I just feel it's it's what I feel is best for my kid to get him going where I want him to go.
And you feel he's got the experience, he's been racing since he's been 3 years old, right?
Yes, yes. My only concern is going to be when he goes into a corner and he feels the car roll over. You know, I watched a lot of guys that come from go karts right to a sprint car, and as soon as the car rolls over, they let off the gas. They let off the gas because it's a different feeling. And like I told him, that's the first habit we got to break when we get into a sprint car. You know, to
Don't
not do
believe
that.
your butt.
Retrain
What
your
the heck?
butt.
I say,
Yes.
don't believe your butt.
Yes. That's what we got. That's it. You know, that's my biggest hurdle. I got to make him understand. And once he gets past that, I think we're gonna turn some heads this year. But we just gotta, you know, keep plucking away at it slow and keep being consistent. You know.
So first couple of weeks, is he gonna start where he qualifies, or is he gonna come from the
No,
tail?
we're gonna go tail.
Okay.
We're gonna go tail until we both feel we're comfortable enough to start somewhere in a heat race or a B main, whatever it is, or feature if they don't have a B main. I don't want to. I want him to run consistent laps, even though if he's a slow guy, just keep running the same laps consistently so people know what you're doing behind you and not
Exactly.
tear people's stuff up.
So that kind of goes along with my next question. What are your guys' expectation for this season? To still have 5 cars that you can race at the end of the year?
I hope to. I mean, I'd love to finish on the same car we start with, but I would. Our goal between us is to hopefully be weekly moving up in the features, and hopefully by the end of the year. I mean, I know there's some tough cars at Wayne County, but we hope by the end of the year to be a top 5, 6, 7 car over there by the end of the year.
No
I know
pressure, Matt.
we might have big expectations, but Matt's a quick learner, and he learns quick, and he adapts to things quick. So I think we won't have too big of a problem.
So let me get your opinion on this, Josh. When how many years until Matt gets his first 410 sprint car track championship at whatever track?
Ooh, track championship.
5 years, 3 years, 2 years?
I hope 3 to 5 years. I hope.
Okay.
I mean, I would hope so. I hope next year he's cracking for some wins. I hope next year. That's my goal.
Sounds good.
But
I guess it's
can't
good to have
guarantee-
good. Well, what was that?
I said we can't guarantee nothing, but that's what we're going to shoot for. We're trying. We got to set our goals, otherwise we won't try to push and keep pushing ourselves to go somewhere.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. What sponsors are supporting you guys making this happen this year?
Big D's lawn care. My dad.
Team Dad. You can never forget
yeah.
them.
And there's many more to come.
We got some people talking, but we haven't seen we haven't got no commitments yet. His mom owns a bar, and she ain't even committed to helping us yet.
What?
Yeah, well, that goes back to how does Mom feel about the 410 sprint car?
Yeah.
Well, you start getting wins there. You're going to need a merch trailer,
Yeah.
all that stuff, right?
Yeah. Yep.
You're going to have all the girls coming after you wanting your autograph and signed T-shirts. No? Got to think about these things. Is there? Do you have any social media yet where anybody can follow you?
No, we have not done that yet. Once we get a car put together. So last fall we put a car together. Jamie Miller ran it 2 races for me, and we ran the Jimport Classic, and we was very successful. And then we went to Attica the following week, and we hurt the motors. So the motor's at the engine shop right now. We only had 3 races on it, but we're getting that back here soon, and I don't know. That was too fast of a car to put him in, so I had to put that up on top of the storage barn rack.
So will Jamie be back with you any races at all this year?
He's bagging. He's calling me. We might do something if we get another motor put together, but my main focus is, like I said, is him on Saturday nights, and then we might maybe do some racing with Jamie on Friday nights if he ain't doing nothing, in the other car, but. Again, that's going to take another motor to make all that stuff happen. So we'll see.
Jamie drove a truck that I built, so I'm pretty familiar with him.
Yeah, he jumped in my car at the Jimport Classic and Friday night, and I think he was set quick time in hot laps, and I think we was second quick time in qualifying.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we appreciate the time, and it was great getting to know you. We expect that championship in a couple of years.
And we'll be watching the results.
Yeah, and we forgot to tell Karen this, but guests on our show usually go on and win their very next event. So even if you're starting at the back of your opening night, we're expecting a win.
All righty. Well, now you're putting a lot of weight on his shoulders. So you are, not me.
Hopefully by then he may have forgotten about it. When is what is opening night at Wayne County this year?
I think April 6th.
I think April 6th. March 29th is open practice. We're going to get there early in the morning and try to hit as much of the track time as we can that day and try to get him out there. And hopefully when it comes to April 6th, he can maybe hang with the guys a little bit better in the heat race or something, hot laps.
If current weather is any indication, April 6th might be optimistic at best.
Yeah, I know this weather right now is something
Or
terrible.
it's been cold.
And
It'll
we
warm
need
up.
it though. We need it. We need the cold weather.
Well, just a little over, well, maybe 2.5 months, just under 2.5 months, I guess, until your 410 competition debut at Wayne County. On a scale of 1 to 10, Matt, how excited are you?
9.
9. Okay.
That's okay.
Okay. I have a feeling it'll go up closer to the event.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you get any butterflies, any nervousness? Or you just cool, calm, and collected?
Well, I'm definitely scared.
Okay. Well, it's good. Good to have a little bit of fear. Yeah. So that's cool. Well, good luck on everything. And again, thanks for taking the time with us here this evening.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, man.
Yep. We'll see you guys.
Yep. You guys have a great night.
Thanks.
There you go. Matt Meggitt. Keep an eye out for that name in the near future, especially if you're a regular over there at Wayne County Speedway in the 410 sprint car class. So thanks to Josh and Matt for joining us there. Coming up, we're going to be giving away some East of Chicago pizza. For how many, we'll determine who our winner was last week and do another one this week. And don't forget, hashtag DCR. Put that in the comments of the Facebook Live or YouTube Live for a chance to win the Hammer Down Racing Report sticker with Chaos. That's who that is right there. That's Chaos. His name has been revealed. We got some racing news to do first, though. How about we bust that out? And that's going to be this guy, right?
Latest racing news.
So 2 drivers were disqualified from the Chili Bowl Nationals on Saturday afternoon during the alphabet soup stuff. Both Clinton Boyles and Hunter Schurenberger's tire samples failed benchmark testing. This follows a similar process to the Tulsa shootout, which also saw multiple disqualifications. During the event, officials collected samples and overnight shipped them to a lab in North Carolina. Chemical alteration of tires is prohibited, unlike go-karts.
Or it's encouraged.
Yeah. It's prohibited in Chili Bowl competition and will result in the removal from the event or suspension through the next calendar event. Boyle stated that he wet ground his tires with Simple Green. Simple Green, if you're not familiar, is a cleaner.
Yeah.
And it's green. After looking,
And it's very widely used.
yeah, after looking at the results, they decided it was the Simple Green that had caused the tires not to conform to benchmarks. And then there was a little interview here. I want to play just a little part of between Clinton Boyles and Cody Cordell talking about the tire failing, I guess.
Right.
Check this out.
I got Cody Cordell here with me. I found myself kind of in the middle of all of it. Cody came to me earlier today and said that my tires did not conform to benchmarking or to conform to the Hoosier benchmark. And he asked me, did I, wet grind my tires? Did I do anything to them? And I said, yes, I did wet grind them. And Cody asked me if I'd used methanol, he asked me if I'd used gasoline, and I told him no, that I'd used Simple Green to grind my tires before I came here. And after discussing, what we saw on the graph, we decided that it was, Simple Green that caused my tires to not conform to benchmark.
White grinding is a popular thing, and when you use anything other than basically water, it can change the chemicals in the tire. And it's not always about what chemicals are in it, it could be what pulls it out. And just like I told you, looking at the graph, it's very minimal. I wouldn't say you were sitting here trying to prep it. You were doing what you thought was right. You did what people in the industry have told people for years that it's okay. And I think that this going forward shows that the littlest thing, I'm not going to sit here and say you were doping your tires. I think you were doing a prep, but it also changed the benchmark of the tire, which in our rules say tire has to conform to benchmark. It changed that, and now we're in this situation.
Yeah, and I just, to explain, grinded an old tire. The tire was 1.5 years old. That's what the date code says on it. Ground it about a month ago and wrapped it up and brought it here, trying to keep it clean to Chili Bowl, and that caused it.
It was interesting, Scott, because they said that it's not necessarily something that you put in the tire. It can be something that your tire preparation takes out of the tire.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
It's like math, subtraction. It alters the tire.
It changes
if you
the
add
tire
something,
so it doesn't
gonna
meet
change
the
it.
benchmark.
Yeah. So if things go right, we may have a special show next week on the science of tire doping and all that stuff, and unintended
consequences.
Yes, things like that. So it seems to be a complicated issue, and it's a pretty hot topic these days. Anyways, moving on. Garrett Smithley, our guest last week on the show.
Right.
Did you see this? Because we asked him if he was going to be at the Clash.
He said, "Yeah, I'll probably go."
Well, yeah, and
it's going to be one of those must-see events.
Now he's going to compete in it.
It'll be a must-see event for him because he's going to be on the other side of the steering wheel.
Yeah, he's going to be running for Garage 66. He'll be competing at the Clash there at Bowman Gray on Sunday, February 2nd. That's like a week from Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Be looking forward to that. We'll see if he gets his first win.
Spoiler alert, I looked at the extended weather forecast for that area.
North Carolina?
Yeah, it really looks good.
Let's hope it doesn't change.
Low 70s and...
Oh, that would be so nice.
Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't fall on the ice out in the driveway, by the way. Did you see it?
My lawyer followed me in.
You're so mean. Rookie stripes are no longer a thing in NASCAR.
I saw that.
Yeah. When did that happen? It kind of
couple
flew under
days,
the radar.
couple days ago. Whoosh.
So yeah,
they're gone.
They say their drivers are the best in the world. They don't need rookie stripes. So
right.
What do you think about that?
I think their drivers are very good, and they probably don't need rookie stripes.
What about at local tracks? Do you think new drivers should be made to have stripes on their cars, or do you think people can tell that they're a new driver?
Yeah, it's usually pretty obvious.
All right, fair enough. World of Outlaw Late Model Series action at Volusia Speedway Park tonight. Series officials and track officials decided to cancel tonight's Sunrise Nationals due to the weather down in Florida. It didn't say what kind of weather.
It's been cold. It's been wet. Now, Volusia County
is far enough south. They didn't get the snow, though, did they?
No, but I've got family that lives in Jacksonville, and they got slush and all kinds of ugly stuff.
They probably have more snow than we do.
And it's probably like an hour and 15 minutes away from Volusia.
Okay. So in any case, it's just not good.
Yeah.
Friday and Saturday's action should still be on as of right now. In 2025, Montpelier Speedway competitors will compete for a point fund in all four of the regular classes. The UMP Modified Champion will receive $2,000. Street Stocks and Super Stock Champions will each receive $1,000, and the Hornet Champion will receive $750.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and they pay back through the top 10. They posted that on their Facebook page.
Did you see the payout for Eldora's Super Stocks?
Oh, I did. $1,000 to win.
Yeah.
Each of the races, didn't we? I think we talked about that, where they're taking from the point fund and paying more for the races,
right? And because there are so few races, the amount of the payout for the point fund is contingent on all of the races being completed, and if I think there's only half a dozen shows, so
I thought there was 5. But okay. Yeah, you could be 5 or 6.
So if there's 3 shows, the point fund will be less.
Could be snowed out or rained out or hurricaned out or
exactly.
earthquaked out, fired out. I don't know anymore.
But it's still pretty impressive payout, both on the purse and the points fund.
Some people are opening up their wallets. Seems to be a common thing. I like it. We already did that. 2024 ARCA champion Andres Perez. He was on the show with us last fall. He is going to be racing in the NASCAR Truck Series for Spire Motorsports full time.
Well, and that's a good ride.
Yeah. So, congratulations to Andres Perez. And that is your racing roundup for tonight. Coming up momentarily, we're going to be giving away that East of Chicago pizza, East of Chicago there in Clyde. And,
easy there, big fella.
I inhaled at the wrong time there. And also, I was going to mention this. We'll just put it on the screen. That.
Hashtag DCR?
Thank you.
Okay.
To win this sticker.
One of those.
Yes. Be doing that drawing here shortly. In the meantime, got to mention Victory Fuel, the flavored electrolyte water that is free from artificial coloring, no caffeine and no carbonation, with a full load of electrolytes and 120% of your daily vitamins. It is the choice of many teams on race day. To stay properly hydrated, contact local sales representative Tanya Conley for track concessions and for business wholesale inquiries, or order online at drinkvictory.com. Use discount code Conley Racing to get a discount on that. And help the Conley Racing race team. They got some, I saw on Facebook, they got some pretty big things coming up.
Really?
Yeah. I don't remember what, but it was pretty impressive stuff. No Hammer Down Hotline playback for this week.
However, if you want to give us a call, give us a ring at 419-318-3081. I didn't even need that, Scott.
Yeah, you did. You couldn't remember it.
Yeah. Want to bet? Don't put it up next week and ask me what the phone number is.
Let's do our, let's just do the how many. How about we do that? It's going to be this guy.
How many?
So our how many from last week was how many drivers will finish the Chili Bowl Nationals A main. And my source of the information for the official finish was my race pass.
Yeah.
There were 24, I believe, that started and 3 DNFs.
Really? That's pretty.
So if you do the math, how many finished?
21.
There you go. 21 cars. That is the magic number. Nobody guessed 21.
Really?
No.
So the next closest was...
And let's talk about us because I didn't update our numbers on here. Look at last week's show. You said 18. I said 19. So
you win.
Wow, that's the first in a long time. Congratulations to me. But our listener winner, nobody guessed 21.
Right.
22 is as close as we got. Doug Frost.
Oh.
So congratulations, Doug Frost. You got yourself a East of Chicago large one-item pizza. East of Chicago over there in Clyde. Get with Dean Henry to make arrangements to claim that pizza. You have 30 days to claim it. If you need information to get a hold of Dean, just send us a message and I'll get you his information there. So this week's how many, and a chance to win one large one-item pizza from East of Chicago and Clyde, is how many World of Outlaw late models will be racing Saturday at Volusia. There it is. Tonight it's 0,
right?
Because they canceled, but they're supposed to be racing tomorrow and Saturday. And I did not look at the forecast, so I have to guess first, don't I? Before I guess, I'll mention that if you would like to guess, just put your number in the comments of our Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and you have until noon on Saturday.
Now, yeah, that's fine.
So if anybody's listening to the podcast somewhere else, you have time to get to our Facebook Live video and put your guess in, as long as before noon on Saturday.
And if they do race on Friday, Saturday's fields are usually larger, so...
Possibly, or maybe they won't race on Friday.
That's true.
And if they don't race on Saturday, but they decide to race on Sunday, and I don't know that's even an option, that wouldn't count. However many is on Sunday.
So Saturday could be a 0, even if they race on Sunday.
Correct.
Okay.
So there you go. So however many cars are racing on Saturday, that is the number we're looking for. And I have Doug says he wants to donate that pizza to first responders. So thank you, Doug. There you go, Dean.
Yeah.
And they actually do give those pizzas to first
That's
responders
pretty cool.
over there in Clyde. So awesome. So I got to pick what number, don't I?
Yes, sir.
Shoot.
You've stalled long
I
enough.
have. Where's Dean's number? He hasn't put in a guess yet. He's usually pretty good at these things. I'm going to go with Lucas Oil late models running this weekend too. Oh, they are. Thursday through Saturday, so Lucas is running too. I'm going to go with 28. That's going to be my number. What you got, Ron?
I trust the weather is going to be okay, but I'm going with 27, Scott.
Okay. little more pessimistic than I.
Yeah.
That's fair. I can't say that.
It's early.
Dean says 0. There you go. So you're covered if they rain out, too. That's what you were going for, isn't
That's it.
All right. Again, you have until noon on Saturday to put your guess in. So if you are a little concerned about the weather, you may want to hold off on putting your guess in until Saturday morning. But don't forget about it, because if you put it in after noon on Saturday.
Noon on Saturday.
Noon Eastern, that is, on Saturday, then you will get the black flag. And you won't have a chance to win that East of Chicago pizza. So still some time to get in on that. In the meantime, we have our East of Chicago pizza racing menu.
And Dean says, okay, Doug, thank you.
All right.
So Doug Frost has donated officially his pizza to first responders.
Awesome. So let's talk about what's going on this weekend.
This weekend's racing menu.
Palmyra Speedway. A lot of stuff going on down under once again as they continue to enjoy the warmth, I'm sure, in Australia. Palmyra Speedway, Friday through Sunday. It's the Flying Horse Grand Annual Sprint Car Classic featuring sprint cars and super rods. Again, that's tomorrow through Sunday. Or for them, tomorrow is now.
Right now.
It's tomorrow morning, so they're going to be racing later tonight. Because tonight would be their Friday night.
Yeah. No, tonight would be their Friday morning.
Tonight is their Friday, but I mean tonight there is very confusing.
Right now it's
early morning.
Yeah.
So I'm talking to our Australian friends who may be watching us live.
Absolutely.
Tonight we'll be racing. You see?
Okay, I got it.
All right. Oh, I made my Esperance Speedway, Saturday and Sunday action, Western Fuels Group SSA Production Sedan, Western Australia title, featuring production sedans, outlaw karts, New Star Juniors, and Top Star Juniors.
And what track's that?
Esperance.
Okay.
Albany Speedway on Saturday. It's going to be the Southern Street Stock Showdown and Super Sedan Summer Series, featuring street stocks and super sedans and juniors. World of Outlaws late model series, as we mentioned, canceled tonight, but the Dirt Car Sunshine Nationals, hopefully they get the sunshine, at Volusia Speedway Park in Florida there, should go tomorrow and Saturday. That'll be January 24th and 25th. Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Winter Nationals from Alltech Raceway in Lake City, Florida. That goes... starts next Thursday night. Oh, I was looking at this wrong. There isn't any competition from Lucas Oil this weekend.
You blowed it.
That's next week. But it starts on Thursday
of
next week. Saturday, January 30th, and goes through Saturday, February 1st. So there might be some Lucas Oil guys.
So producer,
I'm sticking with my number.
So producer Dave might be distracted a bit next Thursday.
Well, he's distracted tonight because what did he? He said something about was it Devin Moran won his street stock?
A street stock race.
He's running street stocks down there, and I think he said he set quick time, and there it is. Devin Moran. He won his first ever street stock heat at Ocala. That's where they're running. So congratulations, Devin Moran, getting it done in a street stock. He's doing that Doug Drown thing.
Yeah.
Very nice. Also coming up, the Rolex 24 Hours at Daytona. That is coming up.
This weekend?
That is this weekend, yeah. Daytona International Speedway, Saturday and Sunday, January 25th and 26th. Starts at 1:30 p.m. on NBC. And then it'll be on USA and Peacock, and then ends, 1:30, 2 o'clock, whatever, on Sunday.
On Sunday, yeah.
You going to watch all of that?
Not all of it, but I'll watch
the beginning and the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the last hour is usually pretty entertaining.
It can be. It's just a long race.
24 hours.
Is that how long it is? It seems like a whole day. It's crazy. And that is your East of Chicago Pizza racing menu. And thank goodness, I think that's about it for this edition of the Hammer Down Racing Report. Thanks to...
No, we didn't.
Oh, we haven't done... Nope.
Sticker.
We didn't do... Yeah.
Wait. Time out.
Yep. Sorry. Hashtag DCR if you haven't done that. Do so right now. because as soon as Dave is ready, we're going to be giving away the DCR Graphics Hammer Down Racing Report sticker. Again, you can get these directly from DCR Graphics for $5, and slap it on your car, become part of the Hammer Down Army. We'll report on your finish each and every week on the show. And whenever Dave is ready, everybody that put in hashtag DCR will be in the drawing. We're going to spin the wheel for this week's winner. They'll get 30 days to pick up the sticker from Ron Miller Race Cars. And there's the wheel.
Ooh, a lot of entries.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even see it spin.
Well, that was quick.
Brian Hammer, congratulations.
Brian, you do not have to go to Ron Miller Race Cars.
Oh, I probably will see him. And I'm going to make a stipulation on this, though. He has to name this character right here.
Okay.
You know the name now, don't you?
I do.
Okay. If he can name the name, he can have the sticker as long as it's been 30 days. So congratulations, Mr. Brian Hammer. Now, I think that's about it.
Okay.
I don't know how that missed my prep there doing the drawing. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate that. Producer Dave, want to thank him, and contributors John Young, Dean Henry, Bob Stazak. Make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on X at Hammer Report, follow us on YouTube, follow us on Twitch, too.
Yeah.
We actually have 4 followers on Twitch.
Really?
It's exciting. I think I followed somebody tonight for the first time.
That's yeah.
I think it was about the second time I've been on Twitch, so there you go. Listen to us on your favorite podcasting platform, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Actually, you can watch us now on Spotify.
That Brian Hammer guy did nail it, so he gets to pick up the sticker.
Chaos, yes, that is the name of this fellow right here.
Chaos.
That is Chaos. Where was I?
I don't know. We were closing the show.
Check us out at hammerdownracingreport.com. You can check out shows there, all the information you need about the show at hammerdownracingreport.com. Thanks to our sponsors again, Oakshade Raceway, Ron Miller Race Cars, Freeze Frame Photos, Magic Moment Entertainment, Victory Fuel, Ty Torrig Racing, Dominator Race Products, and of course, thanks to our guests this week, Karen Vanpelt and Matt and Josh Meggitt. Again, keep an eye out for both of them. Karen at Palmyra and Matt at Wayne County in 2025.
Make sure to tune in next week because we may have that trivia giveaway.
Yeah, we got some things in the works.
Pretty cool stuff.
Well, that and the tire thing.
Oh, yeah.
I got some possible guests in the works. I may have some responses on my phone here, but yes, and next week we should start the Oakshade Raceway celebrating 50 years doing some trivia. And something you told me that made sense was that program that I got from producer Dave.
Right.
From the second week of racing at Oakshade Raceway.
And you
was technically the first program because there was no program for the first week.
Right. Well, how could you have winners and
you wouldn't have pictures
leaders
at least from races that didn't exist
for
yet.
the opening night?
Yeah.
So all of that content would be in the second program.
So maybe that's the first trivia question, because maybe there is a program and it just didn't have results from the previous week. Maybe just sponsors and places, because they used to have like places to write qualifying times down and all that good stuff.
Scott, close the show.
All right. We'll see you next Thursday, 7 o'clock. That is a wrap on show number 363 of the Hammer Down Racing Report.
You have been listening to the Hammer Down Racing Report, available on demand on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting platform.